With the insight of knowing that Dr. James Naismith created this beautiful game of basketball as a way to spread the gospel, I knew it was going to take some divine intervention for me to articulate my take on one of the most polarizing topics in all of sports, the NBA GOAT. Now, my take is just one man's opinion. It's not the law or the end-all be-all. But remember, I am Mr. Basketball, and my take is heaven sent. As one particular religion believes in the Holy Trinity, which is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, my GOAT take happens to use a similar analogy to assist in my explanation. The Father obviously is the one who came first, the first player to ever be called the GOAT. He was even described as being God in basketball shoes. That is none other than Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Jordan is by many considered to be the perfect basketball player, equipped with an unmatched killer instinct, elite athleticism, and an insane work ethic. His GOAT status was cemented with 6 championships, 6 MVPs, including a 6-0 record in those finals. After the Father comes the Son, created in the very image and likeness of the Father. That is none other than Kobe being Bryant. Kobe, through years of hard work and dedication, and being blessed with the same killer instinct and work ethic, morphed into a spitting image of Jordan. His drive was so great, he got the Laker organization to trade Shaquille O'Neal, the most dominant player in NBA history, just to be able to retain his services in LA. He repaid them by later taking them to the finals 3 years in a row, winning 2 to up his total to 5 total NBA championships. The third and final part of the Trinity is the Holy Spirit, which resides alongside the Father and the Son. That Spirit was the chosen one before he even stepped foot on an NBA floor. It's a player who has surpassed every single expectation placed on him since his high school career began back in Akron, Ohio, including his most recent accomplishment, becoming the only player in NBA history to amass 50,000 points scored. His 10 finals appearances earned him 4 titles with 3 different franchises, including the greatest comeback in NBA history. That player is the locomotive freight train known as LeBron James. In closing, we have the Holy Trinity of basketball, Mike, Kobe, and LeBron, also known as His Airness, the Black Mamba, and King James. 3 GOATs of the game, all with compelling arguments that make up the main 3 chapters in the gospel of the game. Jordan's chapter is highlighted by his greatness on both sides of the ball and never being truly knocked off the mountaintop once he got there. His MVP and Defensive Player of the Year season in '88 is considered the best season any one player has ever had. He also was the starring act on the greatest team of all time, going 72-10 and winning the title. Kobe's story is magnified by his unmatched determination to be the best. He arguably won more with the least amount of support. His brilliance looked into the future and knew how his success would be tied to Shaq. So he forged a path on his own and won 2 more championships with a very small supporting cast, dismissing any arguments that he was not that dude. Lastly, the Book of King James, the longest book in the gospel. Its makeup includes 8 straight finals appearances, including the only 3-1 comeback in NBA Finals history. That comeback captured the only championship for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He also won 2 titles in Miami and 1 title in LA. The long 21-year book of King James is somehow still defying the odds. It's currently being written and taking our expectations to new heights. One thing I'm not going to do is diminish one player to prop up another. I feel these 3 players all have an argument to claim the GOAT status, but with there being no clear-cut criteria for the position, it will always be up to the eyes of the beholder. So, who is your GOAT? What is your argument? How does your GOAT separate himself from the pack? You just heard my GOAT take, explained as the Holy Trinity of basketball. Are you a believer?